Hey everybody, McGillbilly here. Welcome to the Honky Tonk, and welcome to another unboxing of inventory. New stuff we've got in, things we're excited about trying, things we got either in on a really, really good deal, things that maybe not be being made anymore, all kinds of that stuff. So, if you don't know who I am one of the owners and co-hosts of One More for the Good Guys podcast and Good Guys Cigars. We're based out of Knoxville, Tennessee. We are Knoxville's first mobile humidor. We have we are the first to have a online business here in Knoxville. We're also the first to have a podcast that is educational and informational about the cigar business and hobby. So, with that being said, um, we send one of these videos out to our OG members, sometimes 2 or 3 times a month, just depending on when we get some things in or when we're having, clearance events, things like that. So they get these videos, and we thought, why should we not be able to share these and see if that's something we can do? So, with that being said, first thing we're excited about, I've already unpacked all the boxes, but they are sitting over here in the big brown box, if that makes it any better for you. This is a cigar that is an anniversary cigar. It's going to be a regular production cigar, from what I understand. And this was one I was really excited about. And then I got to smoke one, and I was really excited about it. This cigar, if I'd been able to have more than one, um, would have made my cigar of the year list. It definitely made a bunch of other lists: Cigar Snob, Cigar Aficionado, a bunch of those different ones. Cigar Journal, I believe this one was on there as well. But this is the 10-year anniversary of the New World brand by AJ Fernandez. Comes in a beautiful box of 20 in this gorgeous navy and gold. Man, I had a 71 Super Beetle. It was this navy color and had gold 8-spoke MP mags on it, and it was the shit. I had one of the best sounding stereo systems I had certainly ever had, and it was um, two 6x9 3-way JBLs and like a 40-watt JBL um, cassette player. That tells you, right? So, man, it was badass. But so is this cigar. It is in Toro, just beautiful. It's got that beautiful New World label on it with this secondary band, the gold foot band with AJ's logo on it. Put it up here and probably be focused better on it. Yeah, just really gorgeous cigar. It is in a Toro. It is box pressed, not hard box press, but it's 6.5 by 54. So 6.5 by 54 box press. This is the first New World cigar that features a San Andres wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and a mix of Nicaraguan and Honduran fillers. Made at AJ's factory, and it is initially it is a little stout, um, with some spice, typical to AJ, with pepper, dry hay, and then it's just cocoa, cocoa, cocoa. It's so good, guys. Um, it's very earthy and very creamy, chewy smoke texture all the way through this cigar. Um, and it's almost unage. It's not. It's almost un-AJ like. I mean, I know that's seems odd or maybe not the right thing to say, but it's not. It does have a little spice. It does have that stuff in it, but it's not a pepper bomb, and it's just. I mean, full of flavor and probably medium to full on strength. So we're excited about having this. We got these on a really good deal. We're looking to do the same for you. So try 'em. The Diseño by AJ Fernandez, New World, Toro, Roger, Earnhardt, Smith, Johnson Jr. Okay, next. Another cigar that made a bunch of lists. I actually was able to, we got one of these cigars at the New England Cigar Expo back in September and got it from the man himself, straight from Rocky Patel. Super nice guy. I'm not, uh, there are some Rocky blends that I really like. Um, One of them is very size specific. I love the 60 in the 60 size. Tremendous cigar. Decade's a great cigar. Let's see what else is there. What's the one? Oh, come on, brain. Of course, the baseline's the 92 vintage, I believe, is the Connecticut. That's a pretty good cigar. I mean, I shouldn't say pretty good. That's a good cigar. But there's another one, the Decade. Or no, I said the Decade. What was the other one? It's got the copper on it. Um, it escapes me. But at any rate, sorry, I digress. Rocky Patel done a hell of a lot for the premium cigar world, as everybody knows or maybe don't know. Rocky was a lawyer in his past life, his past profession, and took up being a cigar maker. This was number 6 cigar of the year on Cigar Aficionados. I know it made Cigar Snobs list, and I know it made Cigar Journals list. A bunch of them. This was one that kind of touched all of the different lists. Again, I got to meet Rocky, hell of a nice guy. Also a great, obviously great packaging, right? Rocky goes all out, spares no expense. Sometimes maybe overboard to a degree, but nonetheless, beautiful presentation of the cigars. And that is the Emerald by Rocky Patel. Right? Little mellower, medium body, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. Very complex. It's got a dual binder with tobacco from Mexico and Nicaragua and a long filler mix of Nicaraguan and Honduran leaf. You'll really want to take your time and enjoy this one. We have it in the Toro size, which I believe is a 6.5 by 52 box pressed. I had it originally in a Robusto. I thought we were getting Robustos, but they were already out of them. So we're going to try it out in the Toro size. Again, great cigar, natural tobacco sweetness, baking spices, um, a little bit of pepper. It's definitely not a pepper bomb either. It's a medium stick and just a really great one. Look how pretty it is too. That's the Emerald by Rocky Patel in Toro. All right, so we're excited to have those two. And then over here in the box is an oldie but a goodie. Many of you may know, if you can already see it. Many of you may not. I don't know. It is the CAO Consigliere. Yeah, that beautiful blood red box. This cigar, first of all, consigliere is a term that applies to a person who is an advisor and confidant to a crime boss. There is a tie into the Sopranos, and as the character of Silvio Dante, which is also played by Little Stephen Van Zandt, he who was the consigliere to crime boss Tony. And we actually, believe it or not, have this one in the Tony size. This is a 6.5 by 60. It's a big boy. Let me get my face out of the way and it'll focus better for you there. This originally came out way back in 2005, but it was a Sopranos edition. And of course, they were obviously trying to catch you in, and a lot of people thought it was gimmicky, or it was going to be a gimmick, one-off cigar or whatever. And because of the insane popularity of the Sopranos miniseries or series on HBO, and surely you know about that. If you don't, boy, you got to find some things to do. But everybody thought that's why they came out with it. CAO, seeing that the story goes that they seen them always smoking cigars on the television show. So I think it was Tim Osgener just reached out and said, "Hey, we're going to send you some cigars to smoke." And so the guy started smoking CAO cigars, and lo and behold, CAO started advertising them, and didn't secure the advertisement rights from HBO or ask permission. And so when they released the cigars, they had them named, and I think it actually. Let me read this real quick. I was trying to do it by memory. HBO. Let's see. It was back in 2005, prior to the acquisition by General Cigar, when Osgener sold out. CAO Cigars entered into a license agreement, or excuse me, that wasn't. I corrected. I think Tim was still there, but they had sold out. I don't know. I think that's right. Entered into a license agreement with HBO to launch the CAO Sopranos edition, a cigar that pays homage to the television series. Yeah. We didn't say all that. After CAO Sopranos edition was discontinued in 2013 because they hadn't procured the licensing agreement with HBO, many consumers gave feedback and its parent company to CAO and its parent company General Cigar about bringing the line back with Consigliere. The original blend returns with a new name and a familiar look. The Tony Soprano size in the 6.5 by 60 Gordo was, from what I understand, was part of a limited edition sampler. So the CAO Consigliere, that's what I'm smoking here tonight. I hadn't had it in a long time, obviously. But, it's a great value of a cigar. If you like big ring gauges, you're going to like this. It's a Brazilian Modafina wrapper, Honduran binder, a Nicaraguan, Dominican, and Colombian filler. So pretty stout, medium to full flavor, or full strength. So the CAO Consigliere. If you've never had one, give them a try. Again, these are cigars we got on a hell of a deal. So I'll pass that along to you. Consigliere CAO in the Tony. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, got that out of the way. Let me put these back over here real quick because I am super stoked and excited to show you guys these. These are the best Connecticut cigar I've ever smoked. And you say, and I asked Jamie, and he said, well, they're the second best Connecticut shade I've ever smoked, because he had an Atabey at Two Guys Cigars in Salem, New Hampshire, and that was his favorite, his best Connecticut. I had an Alfonso, and mine was not Connecticut. It was a brand or a blend that was undisclosed But I would say, if I was guessing and a betting man, I would bet it was Corojo. And I loved it because I'm a Corojo fan. But this cigar I found at way back when, I found at a local brick and mortar here in town. And they had been sitting for a long while because that was at that time I'd been doing a lot of due diligence of trying to figure out all I could. I wanted to know everything I could find out about cigars, and I still don't know enough, right? Obviously. Um, but I seen these, I knew about them, I'd heard about them, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And so I asked them, I said, hey, how long have you had these? And they said, well, turn it over. There's a little sticker on the back and it tells you when we put them in stock. Well, they'd had them since 2020 or 21. And this is 26. I probably bought those in 23. So they were 3 years old then. And I just asked the lady, I said, well, hey, would you make me a deal? Cash. I said, no tax, just give me a cash ballpark number on them and let me know what you want for them. Well, back then they were $18 a stick. And she had more. She had another box I seen hiding in the back. So I was thinking, well, I'll go back and get those. I'll hang on to these a while and I'll go back and get those. And when I went back to get them, they were gone. But that cigar is the Numero Uno by Joya de Nicaragua. Sorry about the big light there. Now that's better. Joya de Nicaragua in the Uno. Man, guys, this is a killer cigar. I'm not going to be able to see, and I hope I get part of this right. But there's some of the packaging. I'll pull one of the cigars out and show you guys here in a second. You get this cool little note. Says, you're about to enjoy one of our masterpieces. Numero Uno is proudly part of Obras Maestras, the designation we have given to our ultra premium family of cigars. This assures the exclusivity and commemorative aspect of this master blend, handcrafted by our most outstanding artisans only. This blend was originally purposed for world leaders. It was shared by top-ranked Nicaraguan government officials on their diplomatic missions. After waves of compliments, we humbly decided to share it furthermore. Guys, this is the best one I've ever had, and they're just beautiful, man. I love the colors. Like I said, it reminds me of that 71 Super Beetle with that kick-ass stereo system in it and the mag wheels. I'm not going to take this out because this is the exciting part about it. These are in, first of all, Ecuador and Connecticut over Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan fillers, 6 and 7/8 inches long by 48. So as close as you can get to a 7 by 47, which was the original Churchill size. It's got the little flag cap on it, as you might or might not be able to see there. It's got the little flag cap at the top. Beautiful, 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 rich Connecticut wrapper, Connecticut shade wrapper, Ecuadorian Connecticut. Just real caramelly in color, butterscotchy even, actually, a little more butterscotchy. But these were high dollar sticks back then to me, and but the exciting part about this is I could only find 2 boxes left on any type of wholesaler and or that kind of deal from our wholesalers, and I bought both of them. And Jamie and I bought one to split. for Christmas gifts, and then we've got a box. Need I say more? Incredible cigars. I don't know if we're gonna do it by the box or 5-pack or limit X amount to so many people where we can get out as many of them. It's a box of 25. You're going to get almonds. You're going to get creamy smoke texture, creamy vanilla, some cinnamon, hay, the barnyard, just tremendously good cigar. Very refined smoking experience. And don't smoke this cigar fast. That's a 2-hour cigar right there. Don't smoke it too fast. It's a commitment. But if you're looking for a very special occasion and a time to where you're going to have that amount of time to really sit and enjoy something, I highly recommend the Joya de Nicaragua Numero Uno in the Obras Maestras series. So that's it. That's that for that. If you want to know more about these cigars and more, or if you want to know about this podcast or me or anything else, go to www.goodguyscigars, you know the rest, as well as one more for the Good Guys podcast, which is on every podcast platform wherever you get your podcasts. We also have a YouTube channel. Again, this is just a simple video that we send out to our OG subscribers and folks that we're going to get this news out to first and try to pass along the savings. And we thought, why are we not sending these out to the public? So now you know, now we know, now we all know. So that being said, be kind to everybody. It doesn't cost a dime to be kind, but there's certainly a price to be paid for cruelty. And remember, life's too short to smoke bad cigars. And you heard it here first. That's one more for the good guys. Cheers, everybody.